Hey, what's up guys? Chris VA Travels down here in Tennessee, a little town called Lowland, and I'm here to check out St. Paul's Presbyterian Church, historic church that was built back in 1857. Okay, so I found a sign out front, a little mossed over, but yeah, established 1804. Oh, didn't even see this when I walked over here. That guy was riding on a flat tire, but yeah, good shot right here. St. Paul Presbyterian Church, Lowland, founded 1804. The original rock church was on Flat Creek, wherever that is. The present structure was built in 1857, like I said, under the supervision of Colonel Joseph Hamilton. Rooms were added in the basement in 1946, and major renovations to the interior made in 1969. Yeah, the exterior remains much the same as when built. Online, I had read there were also renovations done back in 1903. And my cousin's on her way up here. She might have some more information. Perhaps could get me inside, maybe, I don't know. And a part of my family is from the area. That's kind of why I stopped off at this church, and it's also why I'm down here. Just a simple Greek revival style church. And I see up in the steeple, they've got a speaker. There's a bell behind it, but must not be active. But yeah, giant gable on this thing. In these smaller churches with limited funds, they're going to be unadorned. You're not going to have the big portico out front with the giant columns. So yeah, just a simple building, and you've got your basic stretcher pattern brickwork. But yeah, church was organized back in 1804, and this is kind of a newer plaque, it looks like. And we've got a graveyard around back, and looks like some sort of cornerstone right here. Thought it might say something, a lot of flies on it. Dang, flies everywhere. What's going on? That's pretty wild. Yeah, all over the door. I'm gonna take a step back. They're kind of buzzing all around me. Okay. But yeah, giant windows all along the side. Okay, yeah, you'll see the graveyard right there. The wall is 5 bricks deep. Wow. You see a little nest back there. More speakers on this side. Really blasts out, it looks like. But I read that Tennessee Presbyterians prefer these Greek revival style churches, whereas Episcopalians prefer the Gothic revival style churches. So I guess a good way to maybe tell the denomination from far away. And you'll see a thin chimney right there. Oh, a couple flues up there. But yeah, just the back side of it again, stretcher brick pattern. Let me walk around to the other side. And Interstate 81 is just on the other side of those trees. We're near Morristown, maybe about 5 miles away from Morristown. And we're about 40 minutes north of Knoxville, just to give you an idea of where we're at. So, and yeah, windows are shuttered up. No flies on this side, so I guess they like the sun on the other side. All right, so English basement down there, and shuttered up as well. I'll let you know that during the Civil War, the church was used as a hospital, and there are 82 unknown soldiers buried back here in the graveyard. But let me just browse around the cemetery. It looks like some interesting headstones back there. See a few obelisks. All right, so all flowers will be removed from the cemetery unless placed in a memorial vase during mowing season, which started just a few days ago, March 15th. And you're normally going to have the older graves closest to the church. And graves should be facing east to greet the new day's sun. Looks like this one's falling over right here. Not going to be able to make that out. Actually, all these are pretty weathered. Yeah, Hill family. Right here, Marie, it looks like. On top. Solely. But over here, our sister, Sarah Matilda McClister. Died in 1908. Oh, passed away 1871. So is that 1851 to 1871? Just 20 years old, huh? Passed away 1889. And when you see the lamb, you know, it's usually a child passed away young. Looks like 17 years old. Nellie Baker. Oh, died during the war. All right, so we've got Benjamin J. Davis Jr., Private Company F of the 61st Tennessee Infantry. And he was just 24 years old. Oh, Revolutionary War. Oh, so here we've got some Revolutionary War soldiers. Junior and senior, so father and son, it appears. Interesting one right here, a little pillar coming out of the top. I haven't seen that. But yeah, Jacob Baker, Private Company G, Walker's Tennessee Battery, Confederate States Army, and he survived the war, it looks like. And this guy was one of the woodsmen of the world. It looks like usually when you see these tree stump tombstones, they were part of that fraternal order. But Joseph Thompson. And I wonder if he was in the Civil War. He would have been 22, early 20s when it was going on. Oh, yeah, another lamb right here. And I'm on the wrong side. Hal H. Another child who died young. I believe that says 1901, 1899 to 1901 maybe. So do we have a little wall right here or something? But over here, it passed away in 1906. You see the Heavenly Gates. And Jesse J. Thompson died age 31. You see the open book on top. All right, and this is leaving your garments or whatnot for the afterlife when you see this cloth, usually draped over the tombstone like that. All right, so we've got the same style, right? This must have been popular at the time. 1907 passed away. Yeah. Heavenly Gates with a star in the middle. And this one's got a closed book. Oh yeah, so here we go, 1908, same time period. Nora Pearl. Come Ye Blessed with the closed book on top. Kind of Corinthian columns on the side. Oh, fairly decent sized graveyard. I just hopped on Find a Grave and it didn't have any kind of notable names, meaning any like, congressmen, generals, any of that sort of stuff. Big obelisk right here, again with the cloth on top. Passed away in 1910. William Allen. Looks like one of the urns has broken off, the one on the left. Oh, what is this? I guess it had fallen over a long time ago. Erected in memory of J.C. Timmons. Yeah, you got these things facing all kinds of different directions. All different kinds, styles of headstones. But the McCusker family, Sarah and George. Yeah, he still has his urn. Oh, all right, so we've got a little sidewalk going down the middle here. More of the McClister family. And Johnny down here doesn't have the dates, but another child's grave. Oh, right next to him, Addie. Let's see if maybe they served. It's really faded. Yeah, 32nd, I'm gonna assume Tennessee Infantry. Company something, it's faded off. Yeah, 1st Tennessee. And I don't know if this was Civil War. You see the American flag, so, and no dates on it. Check this one out. Yeah, it just says Company C, last name of Fox, 8th Tennessee Infantry. Right here we've got the ledger style. Odell, John Odell. Oh yeah, a lot of flowers back here. So this is going to be the more modern section, it appears. Yeah, 2020. These granite headstones. Always show off these child graves. Died just 1.5 years old. Darthula Lavina. Oh, kind of a neat name. Oh, so on the back right here, just some family names. So, of the Hale family. I'll let you pause and check it out. Anyone in the area might be familiar with some of the family members. And it looks like they were Masons. Oh, good shot at the back. Like I say, these things are kind of placed all around, no rhyme, no reason, but lying right here, James W. Bowman, Idaho, Private 116th Field Artillery, 11th Division, July 1933. Doesn't say when he was born, so was he in World War I? I saw the backs of these crosses were kind of unique, but Moss family, and these are more kind of recent, but yeah, 97, 77, 59. Just thought this one looked pretty nice, so just wanted to walk over, show it off, the Sutherlands. And looks like James is still alive. Together forever. That's pretty nice. Reed family right there. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be down here for a few days. I'm going to be visiting Rural Mount, a historic home here in the area. And I'm going to be down in Knoxville for a day, checking out sites. And then I'm going to head into Morristown and check out their kind of downtown district. So, and then also knocking out some sites in Virginia. I stopped off Charlotte County, Virginia on the way down here. And on the way back, I'm going to try and hit Red Hill, Patrick Henry's retirement home. And there's a possibility there are slaves buried in this kind of open area. Don't know 100% if that's true, but that's what cousin had told me that some people said around here.
My name is Brittany Sawyer. I am Chris's cousin, and my mother, Ruth Taylor Sawyer, is buried here. We grew up in this area because my grandfather started hardware stores in East Tennessee. So he moved from Virginia and moved around East Tennessee to open hardware stores with his uncle. And when they were living here, my mother met my dad, who is from this area, and fell in love, and the rest is history. And we had a beautiful life here in lowland Tennessee. And this is my grandfather, my dad's dad. He passed away in 1961 at 39 years old. And he built the house that I grew up in and we still own today. And then his wife, Norma Jean Ellis Sawyer Largen, she passed away shortly after COVID. And but our family's here, and then there's extended family throughout this cemetery on my dad's side of the family. Built that house for him, and it was
the basement was added in 1946, I believe. They dug out under the church and put the basement in. We got a motion picture going on.
Here, just let me know.
Anniversary. And But it's very, very good. Even got history of the Chucky River and some of the, there's where you were this morning. One of the English classes, or speech class, I'm not sure, at West High School took this on as a project. And it's very well done. It's just that it's old now, of course, 2004, but has members when they joined, birth and date of everybody at that time. I have kept it up. I do have a new list from 2004 to present.
Oh, elevator over here. And it's disabled, they turned it off. In loving memory to our parents, Reverend Lewis Francis Smith. Okay, gonna walk up to the balcony, and actually, I just passed, what is this? St. Paul's Cemetery and Church. Looks like we've got a map of the graveyard, it looks like. Yeah, Block E, the concrete walk, right down the middle. Block B, Block C. Okay, what are these shutters? All right, great view from up here. I'll just walk down and take a quick look down to the basement that they added. Okay, maybe there's not too much down here. It looks like we've got a little kitchen back there. Just looking for the light switch. I can't find it actually, but all right, we'll have to look at these guys in the dark. Joseph Talley up there. Down here, George O. Williams. And I think we're getting more modern. But right above, Reverend Lewis F. Smith. All right, 200th anniversary. Pretty cool turnings on the bottom of the chair. All right, female preacher down here. Diana Moore. Small piano back there. And like I say, just old kitchen. Looks like it's from 1946. Old stove over here. But yeah, just a quick tour of the basement down here. Tree right here. In memory of Dr. A.T. Bayless. And we've got the pavilion over here. Pretty fat chimney on it. The church is down to 7 members. Once it drops down to 2, they're going to close it down. So I'm glad I've got this thing recorded at least. Oh, another nice headstone right here. Let's see a closer look at the pavilion. Real old chimney right here. And looks like they've redone the top, but did there used to be a building right here? Don't know. But yeah, pavilion right here. Just wanted to show it off. Plenty of benches. I don't think it's used too often, but yeah, I just want to look inside and just see the large fireplace. But yeah, obviously this hasn't been used in a while. Bathroom's back there. And a small little kind of kitchen, I guess, refrigerator. It's falling over. Let me Unfortunately, I'm sure that's going to blow back over, but Perez family right there. Interesting metal grave, Effie and Charlie. That's going to wrap it up for St. Paul's Presbyterian Church down here in Lowland, Tennessee. Going to hit the road. As always, guys, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.